Hey there, this is Endless, and today I'm playing Empyrion Galactic Survival. Now, if you haven't seen this game yet, it's a bit like Minecraft and a bit like Space Engineers. So you build your ships and your base and whatnot, and there's space travel, but you start stranded on a planet. So we're going to start a new game. We'll just use some random seed. And then the starting locations are either a planet with air or a planet without air. To keep things just a little easier, we're going to do the one with air so you don't have to use up your oxygen so quickly. So we're going to give it a start. Alright, so we are crashing through the air and we're about to make landfall. We are in an escape pod and we are hitting water there for a moment. Oh, we did hit water. Alright, let's get out of there. Let's grab all our stuff. The escape pod will vanish after a bit, so you want to get everything out as quickly as you can. I already hear some creatures. Alright, and my miner. Alright. Alright, goodbye. So where are we? We hit M for map. Huh, I didn't know those guys could go underwater. Oh no, we're up on an island. So I'm gonna go up here. Just take a moment. So because we're in a spacesuit, being underwater doesn't really mean anything. And then you take the helmet off when you get out of the water to preserve your oxygen, because you're gonna need that when you get back into space. So quiet down here. Okay, we're on the surface. Alright. So the first thing you tend to do is create a base. So we're going to put down, we need our O2 generator and our survival constructor. So instead of a crafting table, this says constructors. And they're basically like 3D printers, fabricators. So your oxygen generator goes in the water. And all it's doing is separating the oxygen out of the water, and then we've got to put in some power. And then the crafting station, or the constructor, doesn't need power, but it's slower than a larger one, which does. So we throw all of our materials in there. That's everything I have. And then we need to start building a base. So we're going to build it here over the water. You can actually go up to plants. Hit T. I think that one you make coffee out of. So as you can see, you have a food meter. And you have to make a food processor before you can really eat stuff. You can eat raw meat, and we're going to have to kill, because you really need the meat. Oh dear. Alright. I don't know why I grabbed it so early, because there's no way I can eat it before it perishes. It'll go bad and turn to spoiled food, but then you can use that for fertilizer so you can grow stuff later. So it's all got to use. So we need to build a starting block. So before you can put down a base, you have to build a base starter. So this needs 1 core, which is right there, and 8 hull blocks, which I need to make. So, to make, wait, oh I forgot, there you go. To make hull, you need 2 metal plates, and to make metal plates, you need 5 iron ingots, but it makes 10 plates. So we're just gonna, if you hold shift, it'll make 10 at a time. Actually, we don't need that many. We'll just make 10. So that'll give us 100. And then we'll just make 10 of those, and we should be able to make one of those. So that'll just work on its own. Let's do a little scouting. It's a nice vista. Pretty planet. One of the things that's cool when you play with other people is because the planet's so small, I mean it's pretty tiny, your friend can be on the dark side of the planet, and the planet is rotating through space, just like the real world. So your night and day cycle are relative to where you are facing the sun. So I always find that pretty cool. So let's see if this thing's finished cooking. Alright, still building the plates. Once that's done, we'll put down the base block, but we need to build an actual constructor. So like these are the basic components. So I need a large constructor, and I need a generator, and I need a fuel tank to power everything, but I can't put any of those down until I have the base started. I need more than... I need a... well... just do 10 more. What's nice is once you have the large constructor built, you can make a cheaper interior floor. Because they have a higher armor rating, because these are meant to be more on like the outside. So when you get attacked. So as soon as that's done, we'll start making the base, and then we'll work on the next stuff. Also, you have, instead of all the recipes being available right away, you get unlock points, which are kind of like experience points, which you use to unlock stuff. So I think as soon as I get the base started, I'll be making some experience. You also get it from mining and killing and crafting, so a lot of ways to get experience, and that'll open up more tech, so you can build your vehicles. How we doing here? Okay, it's on the final thing, so we'll go over the tech tree real quick. These are just decorative right now. These things don't have a purpose, but you put them down when you get later on, you know, have money to burn. This is all for when you eventually build a capital ship, which is a big, like a moving building almost. This is your base, obviously. All of your base stuff, and some of this stuff is interchangeable. So you'll see on the over here, it says CV and BA. That means what? BA is base, and I think C is capital vehicle. So it means it can be put in either one of those. Small vessel is just a one-man ship. Well, you can put a passenger seat on it, I think. The hover vehicle is the first vehicle we'll make. I can't start making that till I'm level 2. Alright, the block should be done. Yeah. Let's take that. That. Let's get it down. We're going to put it over the water. Alright. We use our jump pack. I haven't taken my helmet off, so it didn't matter that I fell in the water. You do, like, drown pretty quick, or, like, you start to gasp right away when you fall in the water. It's kind of silly. Should be enough space, so jump back off and let's take my helmet off. Alright, now we need a generator and a fuel tank. 12 metal components. 12 2 capacitor devices. They need electronics, cables, and 5 more metal components. I need cables, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Actually, how many of those did you need? So I might need to make... yeah, I need more. 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we will make... okay, 2 of those. Need a reactor. We'll let this cook for a bit. Jetpack's off. It's gonna get dark soon. Luckily, they gave me a work light. Just set that down now. So that'll just shine a light over here so that I can see what I'm doing at night. Grow lights. We'll worry about that in a bit. bit. Plants grow pretty quick, but I think ultimately you want to have everything growing so you can make more emergency rations, because they're the food that fills you up the most. If you eat raw meat, you'll get parasites, so you don't want to do that. I'm level 2. Just had to murder a dinosaur. Alright. Let's see, it needs a reactor core. Which needs a motor. Which means 2 metal components, 3 cables, 1 electronic. And how many motors does it need? Just 1. Okay. And then 3 pipes. 1, 2, 3. 3 cables. 1, 2, 3. 2 electronics. 2. And then 10 metal components. And let's see. 2 control devices, which I don't think need anything other than raw materials. I think those guys aren't aggro. Oh, he is pushing me around. 3 electronics, and then computers will need stuff. So where are the computers? Okay. So you need 1 control device. How many computers do we need? Hey. 2 computers, so we'll need to double this. So 2 control devices. 1, 2. 4 metal components. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cables. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 electronics. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should be able to make 2 of those. And then, as long as I didn't miss anything, we should be able to make the reactor. Which we're not going to be able to do anything with right away because we need to build the fuel tank. It's just gonna sit there. Oh. That's what I was talking about. You sound like you're gonna suffocate right away. It's like, this is still in pre-alpha, so it's still got silly things like that. Makes the same noise in there that if you took your helmet off in an in a vacuum. So we can look at what we can spend. I tend not to spend my points until I need them. Until like I need to make that thing, because there's no like unlock time. Like I know I'm gonna need a cargo box, basically crates. But I'm gonna need an O2 station and a fridge. And maybe a cannon turret. So I'm definitely gonna need, where is it? Miscellaneous? Weapons. An assault rifle. So when you unlock a weapon, you also unlock the template for making its ammo. What are we doing here? Yeah, I want to get the base up because the other constructor's quite a bit faster. Haven't found any resources yet. When you find one, it pops up on your map. So while this is going, let's go explore. Usually during the day, there's not so many hostile creatures, but you will run into drones. You will run into the odd tower. Towers are cool to salvage, but they are defended. Everything's very pretty. At least on this planet. Boom. Promethium, that's not a bad one. Go mine it while we're waiting. So that's what you use to make the fuel that pretty much fuels everything. There's another fuel, is hydrogen fuel, which you can pull out of the water. And that's pretty nice too, but right now I don't have the separator for that, nor do I have the template to make the hydrogen fuel cells, and I don't think I have anything that actually uses hydrogen fuel yet. I'm not an expert at this game. I put a few hours in recently. I played it a long time ago, and they've added a lot since then. Like, I don't remember having to unlock everything with the tech tree.